UT Rockets are at home, and you're wondering to yourself, why are we talking about basketball during Melzak Monday when we usually talk about hockey? Matt, there's a very good reason for that. Tomorrow night, Mitchell Hurd's going to do a meet and greet before the basketball game. Mitchell Hurd, he's only been in Toledo for a few years, but you can tell this is a guy that gets Toledo, and Toledo gets him as well.
Yeah, certainly, and he's not even been here multiple years yet. I mean, he didn't arrive here until, midway point of last season. So basically only been here about a year and does a lot in the community. He's a big community guy, and hats off to him for his efforts and continuing to support the local area.
Toledo Walleye once again on a winning streak as they have won 7 in a row. The last 9 games they've gotten at least 1 point as they took all 3 from the Rapid City Rush. They scored 14 straight goals to finish up that series against Rapid City. They gave up the first goal Wednesday morning, then 14 in a row.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I mean, and I know we've been talking a lot about what this team's been able to do as of late. And when you look at taking a team apart like they did to the Rapid City Rush on the road. This is a team, Mark, that was averaging 3.5 goals a game coming into that 3-game set. It's a team that was averaging almost 36 shots a game coming into that 3-game set. They couldn't get out of the 20s in the shots. They scored that 1 goal a minute and 35 seconds into the first period of the first game and didn't score again. And a couple of times they went long stretches without even really a great scoring opportunity against. That just tells you a lot about how good Toledo is playing team defense right now. They're sky high. Their emotion side, I mean, they're just so confident right now in what they're doing out on the ice and the style that they're playing, and they're executing it perfectly. And it is really smothering teams right now.
Another way that things kind of get a little exciting, a little change of pace every once in a while, we see the alternate jerseys. We saw the Incredible Hulk jerseys a few weeks ago. We got Wonder Woman jerseys coming up. We got the Gold Diggers alternates coming up as well. You've seen a lot of different looks for this Walleye franchise. What's your favorite alternate jersey look?
Oh, boy. Mark, I got to tell you, my personal favorite is the actual Gold Diggers jerseys. I mean, I as a kid, I remember seeing them the last year they were at the sports arena. It was the first ever hockey game I took in, and I was, wow, that's cool, the Gold Digger look, and I love when we bring them back. And, and when they're all decked out in it, too, and seeing some of the reaction of some of the former players that are like, man, that looks like the Toledo Gold Diggers again, is a really cool thing. As far as the weird kind of off-the-wall ones a little bit, I'm going to tell you, the one I think no one ever talks about, because it really was not a good one, honestly, was the Rocky jersey. You just have to laugh about it. Sometimes these things, they might look good on paper, and then when they're actually on, you're like, ooh, man, those are not great. But, yeah, just to get a good laugh, I think those ones are very interesting.
Somewhere you've made Eric Halbert smile with that comment.
I probably, because, I think he was all for them. I think. So, yeah, they're fun. Let's just put it that way.
We're looking forward to maybe in the future we see a Storm throwback uniforms. It's been maybe a proper time to honor the Storm franchise.
Yeah, we've seen some of, because we've done the Gold Diggers, we've done the Hornets, so we've done some of the other teams. And you're right, the Storm have a great history. They're coming up on an anniversary next year for those championships, the Riley Cup championships, the last time Toledo's won a hockey professional championship. So, I think those, probably are in the works sometime down the road.
Looking ahead, speaking of the road, Walleye, one more road game this week. Friday, they go to Indy. Indy currently in 3rd place as Toledo and Cincinnati tied for 1st in the Central Division right now. Indy, the Fuel have been in 1st place for most of this year. Now they find themselves in 3rd. Perhaps a dangerous Fuel team, a Walleye team on a high right now. Very important game for Toledo on Friday.
It really is, Mark. It's an interesting one because we haven't been there yet this year. We have not been to Indiana Farmers Coliseum yet. Toledo's done well there in the past, but those are past teams. Let's see how this team handles going in there. And you're right, this is an Indy team that's basically been in 1st all year. Now they've been passed. They're the team at the top part of the Central that's not playing very good hockey right now. And everybody else is rolling behind them, including Fort Wayne, who just keeps picking up win after win after win. So, those top 4 teams have really separated themselves a lot from the pack in the Central Division. And it's just, can they keep going? This will be an interesting game because Indy's going to be ready Friday.
Toledo, Wichita, you can see those games live on BCSN Saturday and Sunday. Matt Melzak will be on the call. Matt, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.